Torches are typically one of the easiest items to find and make in Minecraft. But what if I told you that you couldn't find this torch? I hid a torch on the Content SMP and told everyone they had 8 days to find it. If someone managed to find the torch, I would have to give them 64 golden apples. So I was planning on making this thing as hard as possible to find. But if you were thrown into a 5,000 block world and randomly tasked with finding a torch in a certain amount of time, it would be pretty difficult, right? So to make it fair, I would give hints that would help people find the torch every other day. But first, I'd have to find a good place to hide the torch. Luckily, I knew just where to hide it. I hid the torch, looked at it one last time, and sealed it off for good. Now that I hid the torch, I would have to cook up the first hint to start people off. Now you might look at this image and think this makes no sense. It's literally an image of a torch. How does this help? Shut up, shut the fuck up. If you load this image into your trusty photo editing software and crank up that exposure, you'll be met with your lovely first hint, Hanukkah. So just like that, I sent off the message to the owner to broadcast to the server, and the hunt began. People were pretty lost and hopeless as to how they were supposed to find the torch. I mean, you can't really do much when the hint is one random word. So I helped out by telling people that they could find the chords in one Google search. You see, if you look up when is Hanukkah, you'll be met with 2 dates. The start date of Hanukkah and the end date of Hanukkah. Now this start and end date are the X and Z chords, with the Y chord being this year, which is 2023, aka 23. But people still seem to be a little bit confused as no one knew what to search. And I got a DM about Jesus. Yeah, people are gonna need a hint. On day 2, I sent the first actual hint that will help narrow down where the torch is. I put together a little video with the caption negative negative, and people quickly put together that the chords were in the negative negative region. Guesses on where the torch was started coming in, and someone was already putting a script together for their video on finding the torch. It was safe to say people weren't gonna let anything stop them from finding this torch. But things got really... What the fuck was that? Well, things got really interesting on day 3. I was bored, so I decided to stream on the SMP. Yeah, I stream on this YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Like the video. Let's hit 60 likes. Why did it start raining? And also join my Discord server and follow me on Twitter. Okay, back to the video. When out of nowhere, a player named Jake announced that he and his teammate had found the torch. I started getting worried since we were super close to where the chords were, and I was starting to think that after only 3 days of the hunt, someone managed to find the chords. And then we hit the world border. Noob, can you say 3 netherite ingots? Okay. 3 netherite ingots. To this day, I still don't know why someone in the chat asked for me to say that. On day 4, I was supposed to give out a hint, but I forgot because I was too busy playing on the Jackpot Minecraft server. When I first logged onto the server, there was a bunch of different things I could do. And I was gonna do the practice PvP, but at the time of recording this video, the PvP section is actually getting a revamp. So I decided to play on the LifeSteal server they have. But after getting just annihilated by a dude who had 1 billion hearts, hey gamers, what is this? I decided to do the next best PvP thing and fight people in the lobby. So I made it my goal to get 5 player kills without dying once. Alright, there's 1. Alright, there's 4. One more. I can't lose my streak on the 5th one. Come on. Let's go! Oh. Oh my god, we even got a 6. Half a heart is crazy. Thank you so much to Jackpot MC for sponsoring this video. The IP to the servers on the screen right now, and let's get right back into the video. Day 5 was when I realized I had forgotten to give a hint to the SMP. There just wasn't enough info for people to try and figure out what the torch was. Everyone was starting to lose hope, but not me. So I put together 2 hints in one, and this would be the final hint of the torch hunt before day 8. On day 6, I sent the last hint, and here it is. Now this may just look like an image of a beautiful black void, but once again, simply raise that exposure and boom. Now the first obvious hint is this month, day, year, and then of course there's a bunch of Morse code. So once you put that Morse code in here, it translates to the order of the date. This hint also signifies that it is a date. And as soon as I sent this hint out, a player named Jamie DM'd me the exact coordinates. And there was just one issue with this issue being I wasn't on Minecraft yet, so I had to race to the spot where the torch was before Jamie could get there. A long time ago, these haters that were in a war against the Jewish people destroyed their temple, which is basically a Jewish church. After the Jews reclaimed the temple, they found just a little bit of oil that they could use to light the menorah, which if some of you don't know what it is, I'll put a picture of it on screen now. The little bit of oil they used was supposed to only last for 1 day, but in some miracle, it managed to last for 8 days. This is why we celebrate Hanukkah for 8 days. This is why the torch hunt was an 8-day hunt, and why the first hint is Hanukkah. Now knowing all the context, I hope you will enjoy someone finally finding the torch.
Let's go.
Oh, I found it.
Happy Jewish History Month, happy birthday Technoblade, and don't forget to like and subscribe.